All right, I've got a project going on here today. I'm going to show it to you. Right over in here on the stove, in this pot, I have a bunch of maraschino cherries. Right here. And that's the kind of cherries, you know, they come in this little jar like this. And I don't like maraschino cherries, but I like the juice that's in them, that's in the jar with it. And I use that juice in my fruit salad. And then I have all of these maraschino cherries left over, like I have got jars of maraschino cherries right over here that I just keep in the refrigerator. And then when I get enough of them, I take them, put them in a pot, just like you saw. I add sugar, and I cook them down, and I make them into candied cherries. Now, I like candied cherries, and I use candied cherries in my fruit salad. See, right here. This is the candied cherries like you get at the holidays. You can buy this during the holidays. But this time of the year, when it's not the holidays, it's not Thanksgiving, not Christmas, anything like that, you cannot find those candied cherries in the store. So I learned how to take my maraschino cherries and cook them down and make them into candied cherries so that I will have some through the rest of the year when I can't buy candied cherries. Now, at the holidays, I usually buy a bunch of these containers of candied cherries, but it's not enough to last me through the whole year. So, and there's no need for me to throw these maraschino cherries away when I can actually turn them into candied cherries, and that saves me money, and I'm doing something with my maraschino cherries. So here it is, like I said. I'm going to let them cook down. What I done was I added sugar, and I just let it set, for an hour or so, and that sugar starts dissolving. That's before I even turned the burner on. I didn't turn the burner on. Sugar starts dissolving. Now I've just stirred it up, and I've got my burner on medium heat, and I'm going to let these cherries cook for a while and cook down until the syrup is thick, and that will be my candied cherries, and I'll drain the syrup off of them, and I'll store my cherries in a container. I'll show you the finished product here in a little bit. All right, you guys, let me show y'all the finished product. Cherries are ready. There they are. I now have candied cherries.
How did you know they were ready?
Well, I just cook them and I taste them a little bit from time to time to see how they taste, to see if they're sweet enough and if they're kind of, you know, chewy like I want them to be. And so that's what I do. I just cook them and I stir them every once in a while. And if they're not sweet enough, I add some more sugar. But you have to be aware that as they cook down, the syrup's going to get sweeter and sweeter. So you have to take that into account as for how much sugar you add to it, you know, because if you overdo it on the sugar, then they'll be way too sweet for you. So anyway.
So it's just cook to your taste. If you don't want them as sweet, you don't have to put as much in there.
And you just cook them until they're the texture that you want them to be, you know. So that's kind of it. All right, that's all for this video. I hope y'all enjoyed this video on how to turn maraschino cherries into candied cherries.